There's a new buzzword in town, it's called automation, and we're here today on Inside AB to dig into what exactly it is. I'm Jeremy Lawrence and I'm joined today by Shayan Shakeel. Okay Shay, automation, we've been writing about it last week. You've been having some conversations. Tell us about what we're talking here.
Well, automation, basically we spoke to Mark Ackerman, he's the regional director at ServiceMeNow, and he says automation is about to transform society for the better, that business and everyday tasks are all about to be transformed. A lot of the processes that we see right now that are being done quite manually will all change. And I mean, if you think about it, it's kind of like the way washing machines went. We never think about what happened before that, but now you just put it in, it gets done. So it's a small example, but that's about to happen to the whole world now.
Okay, I thought we were talking about something really dramatic with robots, and you've just brought it down to washing machines. So that's slightly underwhelming and overwhelming at the same time. Dig more into this if you could.
Well, it probably is underwhelming and overwhelming because the electronics industry is probably desensitized us to it. I mean, we have microwaves. I mean, you never need to think about, you know, how to heat your food anymore. The way the microwaves have changed that. I mean, you don't even, in Dubai, you don't even think about manual transmission because all the cars are automatic. It just seems a bit alien. So what these guys are saying is that now with AI and robots and drones, there's going to be a lot more, a lot more automation of those systems that removes the manuality of things. So instead of having business analysts read spreadsheets and crunch numbers, you just plug it into the system and the computer does it for you based off AI being able to read and analyze and do things at the speeds a lot faster than humans could manage. So his argument is really that automation has always existed, which is why we don't see it around us all the time. But in the next few years, it's about to make a much more marked difference in the world.
Okay. So you've just been softening us up all along to say that actually now the robots are coming.
Well, I mean, that is the fear. And he says that fear is what Ackerman says is what's hindering the pace of automation that could result in the world. I mean, in the US, there's 47% of jobs at risk of automation, according to a report by Citibank in Oxford. And he says I mean, humans are always afraid of change, and, you know, automation could create a lot more jobs if we weren't so afraid of it affecting our lives. But that it's time to rebalance the debate around what it could achieve and benefit us with. Okay,
so what we're saying is, you mentioned this astonishing figure of 47% of jobs that could be at risk, but you're saying that from your conversations there are ways to embrace this change.
Absolutely, and the onus is on governments, it's on businesses, it's on educators especially, to make sure that kids leave schools with at least some level of, say, coding skills, just the way they were required to leave school with some kind of math ability at a certain point in time. In fact, in Vietnam, kids get to learn how to code at the age of 10. A Google engineer, interestingly, went to Vietnam and he found that children leaving school at the age of 16 in grade 11 were able to pass Google's notoriously difficult coding test at 16.
Right. Okay, let's bring it back to this region. Obviously, it's a very tech-savvy region. What's going on here in this regard?
Well, the government here is quite cognizant of the fact that coding is, you know, about to take over the world, so to speak, and that technology, they definitely don't want to leave any potential untapped. So the Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum Global Initiatives Program plans to train about 1 million Arab youth to learn how to code. It's been in partnership with the Dubai Futures Initiative and the Hassan Sajwani Foundation. So, and they're doing it because of all the other things that Dubai is doing. I mean, you have aerial taxis that are being tested. You have autonomous driving vehicles. You have the metro is automated. You have robots providing at least initial customer service at a lot of outlets like a Do and a Tisla. You have they're testing out drones and robots to help clean the streets, clean the beaches. So change is coming, and it's going to grow, and it's going to grow really fast, really soon.
Well, it sounds like it's here already in many ways.
Yeah, and I guess we best be prepared.
Yeah. So just summing up then, are we at risk from this thing called automation? Should we be as scared as some people say we should?
I think, yeah, in many ways, a lot of jobs probably will change, but you know, based on our conversations that we've been having, there's newer jobs that will be created. I mean, a lot of these, like for instance, just before any piece of technology, there were some jobs that were being done and that changed, and then you had newer jobs being created out of that. So I suspect we'll have, you know, the size of the pie will increase, and, you know, everybody should have some basic level of some skill to be able to operate in that new world.
Okay, well, That's an optimistic note to end on there. Thank you, Shayan Shakeel. You've been watching today's edition of Inside AB. Please do subscribe to our YouTube channel. Join us every day at 10 a.m. We'll see you next time. Thanks.